Hi, my name is Jessica and this is Kingston Animal Rescue TV. And I'm here by myself today, but I've got a very cute group of companions here. We've got the baby bunnies. I'm going to introduce them to you. And there's quite a few of them. We actually took in 9. Unfortunately, we lost 3. They were orphans, so they needed their mom's milk, and they unfortunately, no matter what we did, they didn't make it. But we have 6 very healthy, growing little guys, and I just want to tell you a little bit about them and their names. So right here, we have the littlest one. I used to call him Greenie, because that's how we could identify her. But this is Lucky. I tend to call her Baby sometimes. She's a real sweetheart. She's actually the biggest troublemaker. She was the one that got out of the cage. She's the one that likes to run around and hide. But she's going to do really good in a home, and she loves people. She comes down to see me every time I come downstairs, and she just runs right over all the time. So she's a real cutie, and she's up for adoption. So this sweet little girl, this is Iris. She's beautiful gray and white colored here. She's a pretty big bunny, but she's still a baby too. She's been one of the fastest growing big girls here, and she loves to eat. And this little guy, I call him Ace. For one, he's got little markings around his eyes that make him look like he's wearing goggles. And also, because he's the first one to hop up on the boxes, and his favorite thing is to sit at the highest point that he can find and keep an eye on everybody. He's kind of like the king of the castle, and although he loves to explore, his favorite thing is really climbing. He loves to climb on all sorts of boxes, and he'd do great in almost any situation. He's been a pretty tough guy, and I've never really been too worried about him. But you're definitely going to need some boxes for him to climb. So this little guy is the last of the one litter we have. I still call him Blue, but we're actually running a contest. We'd like to hear your suggestions for names, and we'd like you to vote on them. Because he's a beautiful boy. He loves the milk. He'll go bonkers for it, and he's got a big round tummy. And he's probably grown, I think he almost doubled in size in one day, once he had his appetite back, and he was a good little eater, but we definitely need a name for him. He actually taught Lucky how to get out of the cage, so he started being the troublemaker, but let her take the blame. So just let us know your suggestions, and then he'll have a good name for him. And here we have a pair. These guys are going to be together, so they'll have to be adopted together. The one with the dark eyes, her name is Lilac, and the girl here with the beautiful pink eyes, her name is Coral. And these guys were from the smaller litter, but they found their wind, and they're actually the biggest of the group now. They love to be together. They lost their siblings, so they're very precious to each other, and you can find them cuddled pretty much anywhere, on top of a box or inside the box, or going nuts over their hay as well. They do love to explore, but mostly they just love attention, so they're going to need a good, attentive home. Very loving, and they've come a long way, so they deserve the best home. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Just remember that these guys, they are a 10-year commitment, but they're definitely worth it. So think about it and let us know, and we'll see you next week.